They arrived at the island just before sunset. A small group of friends had planned this trip for months. Not just friends, but also their 3 children, excited for what they thought would be the adventure of a lifetime. A private boat, a hidden island, a huge forest no one had explored in years. It was supposed to be a peaceful escape. No phones, no city noise, only nature. The sea behind them was calm, too calm, almost as if the ocean itself was holding its breath. At first, it felt like paradise. Golden sand, tall trees stretching into the sky, a thick jungle filled with strange, unnatural silence. The children ran ahead laughing, but the adults felt something else, something heavy in the air, like the island was watching. They walked deeper inland, searching for a safe place to set up camp. "This spot is perfect," one of them said, pointing to a clearing between the trees. The sun was sinking fast. They began building tents, unpacking lanterns, gathering supplies, trying to ignore that unsettling feeling, that something was wrong. The forest was too quiet. No birds, no insects, only wind brushing against leaves like whispers. Then one of them, Ethan, picked up an axe. "I'll go cut some wood," he said casually. The others nodded. They needed fire. They needed warmth. And honestly, they needed something normal. Ethan disappeared into the jungle. Minutes passed, then an hour. The children stopped playing. The adults kept looking towards the trees. The sky darkened. "Where is he?" Someone whispered. They called his name. "Ethan!" No answer, only the wind. Then, a distant sound. Not a scream, more like something being dragged. The group froze. Panic slowly took over. They grabbed flashlights. One of the fathers told the kids to stay behind, and they went searching. The jungle at night was different. Every sound felt louder. Every shadow looked alive. The trees looked taller, like walls, and the deeper they walked, the more the air smelled metallic. Then, one of them stopped suddenly. "Guys!" His voice cracked. They followed his trembling finger. There, near broken branches and deep claw marks carved into the earth, was Ethan's body, motionless, cold. His throat was torn open, his eyes wide, frozen in terror, as if the last thing he saw was impossible. Nobody spoke. Nobody could. "What did this?" one of them whispered. "A wild animal? A predator or something else? Something that didn't want them here?" Fear spread through the group like poison. They didn't stay long. They carried Ethan's body away from that cursed place, far from the trees where he fell. They buried him in silence. No prayers, only shaking hands, only children crying softly, not understanding that their vacation was over, forever. Then reality hit them harder than the waves ever could. Their boat was gone, destroyed on the rocks, pieces of wood scattered like bones along the shore. There was no way back, no signal, no rescue, only the island, and whatever was hiding inside it. That night, they made a decision. They would survive. They began crafting weapons from sharp wood and stone. They moved to higher ground, far from the forest's heart, and they started building something stronger than tents, a shelter, a fortress, a home designed to protect them, not only from the storms, but from the creatures watching them in the dark. Because deep inside, they all knew one thing. Ethan was only the beginning. The island wasn't empty. It was hunting, to be continued.